What skills do I use as a senior solutions architect at AWS in my day-to-day job? In this video, I'm going to cover that. I'm also going to point out some skills that I got better at while I have been working at AWS for the last 4 years. Alright, let's get started. The most important skill I use in my day job is system design knowledge. There are a couple of variations to it. In some cases, customer will say, "Hey Mr. Architect, I have this application running on premises. Can you just give me a system design to run on AWS?" Now it is not as straightforward as if a customer is running microservice on premises, you create a AWS design using serverless and give it to them. So you have to sit down with the customer and understand their priority. Let's say if the customer wants to move to AWS as fast as possible and they only are comfortable with EC2, so they know how to secure EC2, they know how to scale EC2, etc. In that case, you need to give them a system design using only EC2. In another case, let's say the customer says, "I don't have a deadline to migrate to cloud and I do not want to just lift and shift, I want to modernize it. And I understand serverless." In their case, you will give them a design for serverless. The second variation of system design skill is customer already have an application running on AWS and they will say, "Hey Mr. Architect, I have this application running. Can you take a look and tell me if it is following best practices or do you have any other recommendation?" Let's say for an example, I had a call last week where the customer is running on Kubernetes and they asked me, "Can you tell me if this application is secure enough? Are we following the best practices?" So in those cases, you need to deep dive a little bit. You need to ask, "Okay, tell me a little bit about how are you achieving authentication authorization? How are you doing encryption? Are your containers allowed to run as root? Can they be escalated to privilege, etc.?" And based on that, you recommend. So one area I got better at after I joined AWS is I learned well-architected framework at depth and I got better at best practices. So one relevant question is, there are so many AWS services, how can I learn and remember all the system design with all the services? Good news is, either as a solutions architect in AWS or if you are working as a solutions architect in a company, your company or AWS's customer that you will be assigned to are not going to use all the AWS services. And you will only go deep on the services that your company is using. The next skill that I use day to day is AWS service knowledge along with demo. So based on your company, you need to study deep on some AWS services, but you also need to do some hands-on demo. So this helps you in two different areas, and I'll explain with an example. So I have a Kubernetes cluster running on AWS on EKS, and then I have a microservice deployed, and the metrics are going to Prometheus. I'm scaling the pods using cluster autoscaler. So let's say a new product comes in, such as Carpenter. So in that case, I can just go to the cluster and deploy Carpenter easily because I have the cluster up and running with the application deployed. So it helps me study the service at depth. And if I jump into a call and the people say, "Hey, I heard this Carpenter thing is really good, can you explain?" So not only I can explain using the theory, but I can show the demo and they will be impressed. Now you might be saying, "Okay Raj, if you already got the job of a solutions architect and you know which area to focus on, that's great. But let's say I am going for an interview, then what area should I focus on for this AWS service?" Great question. So in that case, you need to focus on these 4 areas: compute, storage, network, and security. So under compute, you need to study EC2, and you should study either Lambda or Kubernetes in depth. For the storage, you need to understand S3, EBS, one SQL database and one NoSQL database. Under SQL database, you can study Amazon Aurora. For NoSQL, you can study DynamoDB. For network, you need to understand VPC in depth, the subnet, public subnet, private subnet, NACL, NAT gateway, application load balancer, network load balancer, the differences along with demos. For security, you need to understand IAM, how to secure data at rest, how to secure data in transit, as well as how to audit and monitor security settings using AWS services such as CloudWatch, AWS Config, etc. As a solutions architect, you need to have a broad, high-level knowledge on many services, and then you should be able to go deep on certain services. Alright, the next skill, which is very underrated but it gets used a lot as a solutions architect, is presentation and public speaking. Remember, as a solutions architect, no one will be reporting to you, but you need to convince a big team, a large organization, or C-level executives for your design. And remember, no design is perfect. Every design will have pros and cons. So you need to understand how to gather all the data and put it in a presentation in a nice way, at the same time explain in an easy to understand way. So I got much better at these two skills after I joined AWS. As part of being a SA at AWS, you need to present to customers, you need to create your own slides, you need to present in different conferences. So that got me much better. Now the next skill that you need to have is a little bit of technical hands-on knowledge. So people always go crazy when I say that. Raj, are you saying we need to do detailed coding? Why do I need to code if I am a solutions architect? No, you do not need to do detailed coding, but you need to understand how to call AWS API using AWS SDK from the code. You do not need to know data structure algorithm. There will be no coding round in solutions architect interview. But as part of doing the demo, or when you are working with a customer, at least you need to understand how different code uses different AWS services. As part of your SA responsibility, you need to create solutions, workshops, quick starts, labs, etc. So for that, you need to understand a little bit of coding. I recommend learning Python. Python is real easy to learn and fast, and there are so many examples available online. Couple other things you need to know is Git, GitHub, and one infrastructure as code, and stretch goal of one DevOps tool. When you are doing your quick start, solution, lab, etc., you will be using GitHub because you need a centralized repository to coordinate and publish, so you definitely need to have a knowledge of that. And if you know infrastructure as code and one DevOps tool, it opens more opportunity for you. And the last skill you need as a solutions architect is you need to be always learning and always need to be curious about new things, because the world is constantly moving. When I started my SA career, if I knew EC2 and Jenkins, that was enough. Then I needed to learn serverless. Then I needed to learn Kubernetes. Then I needed to learn Fargate. Then I needed to learn other DevOps tools. So as you could see, to thrive as a solutions architect, you cannot say, I learned, now I'm just gonna sit and spend rest of my life as a solutions architect. That is not possible. You need to be always studying and upskilling. Alright, there you go. Top 5 skills that I use as a SA at AWS in my day-to-day job. If you like this video, if you found this video helpful, please click that like button, subscribe, put a comment. This is still a relatively small channel. Let's hit 100K by the end of next year. Alright folks, I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye.